nice job, getting us down the field there and tying the football game. Should have been the game-winning field goal, but it wasn't. Got a lot of confidence in CJ, and he's a veteran player. He's played a lot of football, and if he happens to be the guy, then we get behind him and support him.
It seemed like defensively there was a lot of communication issues. Is that what you saw out there? And if so, what was sort of going on with that?
Well, I mean, listen, if you're on the field, were you on the field?
No.
Could you hear the crowd?
Yeah, I could hear it.
No.
What do you mean?
If you're on the field and the crowd, as loud as they are when we're on defense, we have to reiterate communication, and that's all it is. It's just double checking with everybody. It's not communication issues. It's just being able to communicate the calls effectively. So there's a lot of talk that has to go back and forth because of the way the crowd was great today, and that's what you want. And it does kind of, put your defense in a little bit of a bind because of that, right? No different than the offense going into a environment that's very loud. Communication, I wouldn't say they're issues. You just got to over communicate.
Well, I guess the question is why couldn't you guys overcome that?
What are you talking about specifically?
You said you have to overcompensate with the communication.
You just got to talk. You got to make verbal communicate or eye contact. You got to get closer. It's just part of a loud environment, and it's repeating yourself, as much as you can out on the field. It's foyer to the front, it's to the secondary, out to the corners and all that, and just everybody has to be on the same page.
Doug, you guys had to burn a timeout. I think it was your second one of the second half because someone ran on the field. Did you get an explanation, or what? Can you explain what happened?
It was unfortunate. One of our guys, Evan, was asking for some water after a play that he had made and just ran out on the field. It's unfortunate, obviously that's my responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen, and it's just an unsportsmanlike, and they take a timeout away.
Hey, Doug, you mentioned about your confidence having CJ going in right now at quarterback, but how much do you have to overcompensate, or how much do you have to change up going into the next week or so if Trevor's not available to go?
Well, that's something we'll look at, but I don't think we have to change up a whole lot, CJ you just got to utilize CJ's strengths, and I don't want CJ to be Trevor either, CJ's got to be CJ, so that's something, if moving forward, if CJ, plays next week, then that's the game plan, right? You utilize his strength and tailor the offense around that.
Doug, way back in the back. Will Brown, WJCT News. This is a Monday night game, and you're turning around and taking a road trip on Sunday. With so many people who had to leave the game injured, describe the challenge of getting this team physically prepared for a shorter week.
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge, but listen, it's part of the game, and it's why you have 53 and you got your practice squad. You got to get the next guy ready to go. And it's going to take everybody this week. We don't have much time. We're back on the field in less than 2 days, and so we just got to get the next guy coached up.
Parker Washington a few weeks ago comes in and replaces Jamal Agnew as a punt returner. Tonight he gets an opportunity when Christian goes down. Just his overall performance and what he did, making his first grabs tonight, and just everything that he was about.
Yeah, I mean, he did a nice job, and when Christian goes down on the first play of the game, it's not what you expect, but I thought Parker filled in nicely, and Chad Hall had him ready to go in that spot, and he made some really nice plays for us. Obviously the touchdown catch and a couple others, so something he can build on and continue to gain confidence as he plays.
The way Christian got hurt, was that something unusual? Especially hurting a groin, the way he fell, it looked like an unusual kind of an injury or unusual kind of a play.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, you know, it was a great play, obviously, and I don't know if it was when he got kind of twisted around there and maybe, you know, torqued or whatever. Yeah, it just unfortunate, you know, such a great play to start the game and that happened. So, you know, not good.
When you've got a bunch of guys that get hurt like this, do you worry about the guys being shell-shocked, the rest of the team being shell-shocked?
No, I don't. You know, we're too far down the road, you know. Got about a little over a month of football left and you know, it's full steam ahead. So, you know, we've got to get the guys that are hurt treated and we got to get the next guy ready to go.
Hey, CJ, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
Coming off the bench, you know, in that moment, can you just kind of walk us through, I guess, you know, what you were feeling, what you were experiencing?
Yeah, I mean, your first instinct is it just sucks for Trevor. You see him on the ground hurting. That sucks. It kind of takes the breath away on the sidelines, all the guys and stuff, when you see your starting quarterback hurting like that. But then, you know, it quickly flips into going into a 2-minute drive to try and tie the game or win the game. So you don't really have much time for the nerves to kick in. You just kind of got to go.
Go back on the left. Did you have the chance to speak to Trevor in the locker room just before this?
Yeah, I saw him in there.
Could you tell us about what you guys were talking about? He seemed like he was smiling after.
He just said, good job coming in there and you know, moving the ball and stuff like that. You know, he's doing all right. You know, we'll see. Only him and the doctors know, I guess, what's going on there.
After your first few plays, did you hurt your wrist at all?
No, I just landed on my shoulder weird, but it's nothing I'm worried about. Yeah.
CJ, when you hit the field there to start to lead the team there, what did they do to help you lift you up and get you involved?
just put a lot of confidence in me. You know, a lot of guys came up to me and said, you know, we believe in you. We know you got this. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is my 7th year in the NFL. It's not like I'm a young guy going in there. I know I've been in this situation before and started some games here and there. And, yeah, I was ready to go.
CJ, you got them down the field, got the field goal the first time you touched the ball after the injury. What did they do differently in the overtime possession that kind of may have changed things a little bit for you?
I mean, nothing different. I mean, they were playing the same coverages that they've been playing. I guess they stopped, you know, played a little bit less man. I don't think they brought any pressures in that drive. You know, sometimes pressure's a good thing, sometimes it's not, and it just depends on what play you have called. And I was just trying to get us in the at least range to kick a field goal to tie it and possibly win it too. Yeah. I mean, it sucks. You know, you make the play. Calvin makes a great play down there, and you're excited, celebrating inside the 5, and you turn around and see the flag, and it is what it is.
CJ, did you, I apologize if you asked earlier, did you get shaken up a little bit on a play?
Yeah, I said I landed on my shoulder a little weird, but you know, nothing I'm too worried about. So
Nothing that affected you later in the game or anything like that?
no.
Could you also just go through the emotions? You know, you and Trevor are so close, seeing him go down, but then you have to focus on the job that you have to do. Just how tough it is to go through those emotions so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Trevor's, you know, my best friend on the team, and when you see him go down like that, you know, I've been here 3 years, and you know, he's battled through all types of injuries, little dings here and there, and to see him, you know, have to get carried off the field is tough. You know, it hurts, but at the same time, it was a moment where you don't really have time to you know, you still feel bad, but you kind of got to quickly turn it around into, all right, I gotta go. We got a 2-minute drive coming up, so.
You know, Kirk goes down, you know, Walker Little goes down, bunch of guys, you know, Cisco goes down and stuff. I mean, it seemed like a mass unit out there tonight.
Yeah.
An element of maybe disbelief or surprise or shock that so many guys are going down in a game, you know, like.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, it was one of those games. It just felt like every other play, guys were getting hurt, and not just, you know, little nicks and bruises here or there, but guys having to come out of the game. And it's tough. You know, I don't know the extent to a lot of guys' injuries, but, you know, I just hoping and praying that they get better quickly and help us make this playoff push at the end of the year.
I apologize if it's already been asked, but did you get a chance to speak with Trevor after the game? What's his spirits like? Or
Yeah, he's doing good. You know, obviously he's sore right now, but, you know, I talked with him in the locker room, and he was good spirits. He was, you know, complimentive of me and just, you know, proud of me and stuff. And, you know, just feel bad for him anytime one of your friends is hurt. All the guys, you know, Christian, you know, Cisco, all these guys that are dinged up, you know, because they put so much work and effort and practice and lifting and everything. You know, everything goes into it. And anytime guys get hurt, whether it's for a play, whether it's for a long period of time, you just feel bad for them.
All right, thanks, CJ.
Yep. Thanks.
Appreciate it, CJ, thank you.
We get the transcript.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get you the story. No, but I see you're driving. We can get it worked out, because I'll probably have you do is send that also to Chris. I did? Okay, let me, look, give me, no, I see where I stand.
Kelly, see you in a couple weeks.